guys, here's yet another technique that we filmed with Dale of Detroit Urban Survival Tactics, and it's that of a long gun and a long gun takeaway. And just for you guys to know that are watching this, as far as when it comes to being able to, that a reaction is slower than an action, that you can get out of the line of fire, if the person's intent in that very second isn't to kill you, I'm not disagreeing. I'm teaching the same thing. What my issue with this one is the takeaway from here. So we got it. So I'm not gonna argue with it when it comes to getting that line of fire off you. But if you go through the motion the way you teach it.
We come here.
So yeah.
And in real life, fingers in the eyes.
Yeah, right. So from here, well, again, anytime someone is close enough, that's because they don't think the person's gonna do anything. I'm not arguing with that part. So the first part here, so where you going through? Here. Line of fire. Yeah,
the fingers are now inside the eyes.
Right, in reality,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So
from here, we push and we control the barrel here.
So if you go back to that initial part here. So when you take the line of fire, show me how you do that. This part, completely with you. Still with you. Now, the thing from here, where I have a problem, again, because you're strong, right? You're a strong person. When you go for the...
It's mechanics, hold tight.
No, not this part. I do the takeaway very similar. Okay. But when it comes to the attack that you're doing, right? Say you're going for the eyes, right? You're going straight into the eyes, it's uncomfortable. And
they're gonna let the gun go. Really, honestly, that part, so once you come in and you go into the eye, and if you don't even go to the eye, let's say your hands miss, okay? You're gonna up here, this is called slashing. That's gonna cause them to break off the gun. Which also technically we teach that under fluid conditions, you might end up in a situation like this, and this is called slashing. You're slashing across the face. The nerves in the face are gonna separate them from whatever they're holding. It's very painful, it makes them back off. Okay, so that's what if you're moving really fast, you end up, so you're trying to go to the face, but they move their face a little bit, you end up here. So that's going to separate them here. And then this is the biomechanics that somehow you end up missing. You're still going to have the mechanics to redirect the weapon.
So this part, all the way into gun retention and so on, my problem is right here. When you get to this point right here, you can do this because you're strong, right?
No, actually, a slimmer hand, like a thinner hand, is actually way more painful than a bigger hand. So this actually hurts more than this. Right.
It's smaller area, more pressure.
And your arm is very sharp. So if you come across, I don't care what kind of man this is, you come across his face with this sharp arm right across their face, you're going to separate them from this weapon easily. Right? A bigger arm, like a fatter arm, is actually going to be more meaty, and you won't even feel it as much as your slim, thin arm with this bone right here. It'll cut right across a man's face and then make him let this thing go in contact.
My problem is I want to use someone who's small. I don't want to use Russell because he's one of our guys. I want it to look like. But if we use someone, you're 230 pounds. You can tell you lift weight. You're a strong guy, right? Now,
but you don't feel pain, so he says we're even. Those people were screaming. Listen, man, the stuff I've done to you already, 9 out of 10 people would be screaming. He didn't scream one time. Okay, that thing I did with his shin, men scream from that. Let's be clear. This guy has a pain threshold that's off the charts. Okay, so see his nose. You know how I got like that? Someone hit it and he doesn't care. Look at it. Look at it.
Been broken a few times.
Right, and look, he doesn't do it. I touched it like 40 times. He doesn't care. Most men will be screaming with any of these moves.
Long gun defense is actually one thing I have not mentioned when it comes to Dale. I have never called him out on it. And the reason why is because I do it pretty similar myself. So the way Dale teaches the technique is not the way I teach it. But again, there's many different ways to skin a cat, they say. And it's the same thing with the long gun defense. There's pros and cons with different styles. And again, it's not the way I would teach it, but could it work? It proved that it worked right there. So that's what's really important when it comes to martial arts, that we can admit when something actually does work or when it doesn't. And here's one technique that we have pretty similar opinions on, even though there's small differences.